Travis and Daryl, and the lights.
Seth, for the second year in a row, you kicked the game winner on Jimbo's birthday. So is this going to be a recurring theme as he continues here?
Yes, we're trying to get him a good happy birthday present. I didn't know what to get him, so we thought as a team that we'd like to get him a win over Alabama. And it was probably the third best moment of my life, right after I accepted Jesus into my heart as my true Lord and Savior. And then after getting married to my wife this summer, I'd rank this 3.
So what puts this one ahead of Florida from last year?
Yes, I think this one takes the cake from Florida.
Let's go to Daryl from KBTX.
Seth, you hit the game winner, and then all of a sudden, sorry to say, but then all hell breaks loose, man. I mean, and people are coming from, it seemed like 100,000 were on the field with you.
It definitely did. It felt like 100,000 were on the field with us the whole night. I mean, the 12th man stands all game long. Those students, they don't sit down. It was packed the whole entire game. Nobody left or anything like that. We have the best fans in the nation, and that's what makes it so special to play at Kyle Field. And you say that I hit it, but it was not just me. It was the defense getting a stop, the offense moving the ball down the field, and then Connor Choate snapping the ball, Nick Constantinu, my holder, and then all the guys blocking on the line. It's not just me. I just get to do a little fraction of it, and I'm thankful that those are the best guys ever. I love those boys.
Let's go here to the front row to Jesus, and then Cole and Travis.
Seth, you have a locker right next to Zach. You've been through, you've seen what he's gone through. What did it mean to you to see him celebrate and the love that the 12th man showed him today?
I knew that this question was going to come at some point. Zach's first day on campus looks much different than how he looks now. To see how he's matured as a person, as a football player, as a leader on this team has been incredible, and I hope that he says that I played a role in that as an older guy trying to influence him a little bit. But, I mean, that's all Zach. He's worked his tail off. The quarterback race was really close this off season, and he showed what he was capable of tonight. And I just love Zach. I prayed over him before the game started and last week, and he's just a guy's guy. And I'm just thankful the way that he played.
Let's go to Cole, Travis, and Ryan.
So sometimes special teams are often forgotten about in the game of football, and there's been a couple of games where you've almost had big breakaway runs on punt returns and kickoff returns. What did it mean for Devon to be able to get that running lane to go just get that 96-yard touchdown?
Just as a momentum shifter in the game of football, Alabama had just scored, and then we take the momentum right back. And I had actually been, so during the week I do the kickoffs for KOR, and every time he would run back, I would tell him they're soft on kickoff. If you want to break one loose, it's going to happen. And I'm glad he took my advice and returned one, but that was just like shifting momentum to give us that spark. That whole kickoff return team did their job, and it resulted in 6 points.
Travis from the Eagle, and then Ryan.
Since you're expecting the question, I'll ask one follow-up on it. With everything he's gone through, with some of the negativity that's come his way, talking about Zach, when you're sitting on the sidelines and you hear the student section, the fans start chanting his name, what kind of thought goes through your head at that moment?
That's really sweet, was my first thought. And Zach is a guy who's going to get up off the mat and keep fighting. And he knows that he didn't play to the best of his ability the past couple weeks, but he was determined and each week got better and continued to lead this team the way that he did. Just really impressed with him, and his character showed tonight. And I'm thankful that the 12th man is always behind their team like they were tonight.
Right center to Ryan from the battalion.
How's it going?
Good, how are
You
you?
talked about being able to get that win for Jimbo on his birthday, but then also this was Saban's first time losing to a former assistant coach. So what do you think that shows about the leadership that you guys have on this team and the coaching roster as a whole?
So the coaches do a phenomenal job of just putting us in position to make plays, and then it just comes down to us choosing during the week to trust the process. That's one thing Coach Fisher told us. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Worry about your play, your job on this play, and the scoreboard will be there. And I think as a team it finally clicked this week. But Coach Fisher, one thing that has just amazed me about him is how he's able to gauge where his team is at and the message that they need to hear. And every week he always does a great job of getting that message across. And I think there's a couple stubborn guys on the team, but it finally got through to them tonight, and it was just a great team win.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Jack on TV Row.
Yeah, just on that final drive, as you're kind of sitting there realizing more and more, like, this is probably going to come down to me. Are you a guy who wants people coming up to you encouraging you, or are you saying, give me all the space that I can get?
I mean, I prefer to just be by myself, and not that I don't love the guys. Like, if they'll come up to me, I'll tell them, love you, bro, I got you. But I was just repeating Psalm 23:1 to myself all night, which is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. And that kind of comforted me. But that's a moment I live for, and I just kind of want to focus on that and then celebrate with them afterwards, just so I can deliver on my part like they've been delivering on their part all night long.
All right, that's all we have for you, Seth.
Thank you.
Thanks. From the Eagle.
Devon, you haven't had many chances to return kicks, but what did that kickoff return for a touchdown do for you guys, getting you going there in that second half?
It just gave us a lot of momentum. You know, it was a big opportunity for us. And, we were talking about it even before it happened. Like, when it was kicking out the end zone, they wasn't running in their spaces. So when they kicked the show in, my special teams made their blocks, and this made it easy for me just to do my job.
We'll go back behind the lights to Mike from K-Ags.
Hey, Devon, it was a big bounce-back performance for Zach today. When you see him come out and do what he's capable of, I mean, how much different was Zach today than we've seen the last 2 weeks?
He was very different. He just went back to practice and worked on the things that he needs to get better at. We've been knowing that what he can do. He just came out today and showed the abilities to the 12th man, and we thankful for them as well. They cheered him on, and he just was calm, and he was just more confident and consistent.
We'll go in the left middle to Jennifer.
Hi, Devon. Jennifer Streeter with the Battalion. What was going through your mind when you realized there was a gap in the coverage during that 96-yard kickoff return?
I couldn't believe it because the hole was so big. It was just like, is this for me? Like, it was just amazing, and the feeling after on scoring that, it was just amazing for me, and I was just happy to do my job and make us be in a better position to win.
Go here to the far right to Cole.
Devon, new week, new offensive line formation. What did you see from these guys tonight, especially for them not to allow not just the open lanes, but also they basically protected Zach all night long?
I've been saying that from week one. They would just their bond is getting bigger. Better. They've been going to practice, like I said. They just working on the little things. And today they came out and we knew we was playing a great team, so we knew the standard was high. So we just came out and we played together as a team, and they played great.
Right middle to Christy from the Associated Press.
How were you guys able to shake off the disappointment of the last 2 weeks to come out here to be able to compete against the #1 team in the country?
Them two losses like 2 weeks ago, that was last week, so we wasn't really focused on those. We know we had to come and play against the #1 team, so we wasn't sad about those losses. We were just ready to play the #1 team, and we know we had a great opportunity.
We'll stay there and go to Ryan from the Battalion.
Hey, Devon, until tonight, Nick Saban was 24-0 against his former assistants. So what does it mean to you guys as a team to be coached by the one man that has now taken down Saban in that sense?
It means a lot. We congratulate him in the thing. Like, Coach Fisher is a great coach. And, he tell us, like, if we can be a dangerous team if we all just come together as a team and work hard. And we showed that we can be great, and we just got to keep doing what we've been doing.
We're going to go back behind the lights to Joe, and then we'll go to Daryl.
Hey, Devon, can you just talk just in general, just your feelings on getting the win, how good it feels?
It feels great. It shows us that we're capable of doing great things. It's amazing. We love this feeling. So get back to Monday. We're just gonna keep working hard, and try to win every week and focus on the teams that we playing.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Daryl in the back.
Devon, it was kind of like a heavyweight fight. You took the lead, and then Alabama comes back and takes the lead. But can you just talk about how you guys were able to respond and how big that is for the confidence of this team, considering you came into it having lost the last two?
Like you say, Alabama's the #1 team. They're a great team. They coach very, very well. They're disciplined. So we knew in the game that they were going to make some great plays. They were going to get momentum, and we stayed calm. And I'm glad that we were able to pull off the win.
All right, so that's all we have for you.
Back
from right here in front.
Tyree, what were you doing or what were you able to do that you were able to get home on Bryce Young so many times tonight, and you especially?
Mostly I was just focusing on my technique. Watched a lot of film, so watched their tendencies and all that. So I was just going out there with the game plan that I had worked on, the pass rush moves that I worked on all week, and then just execute them.
Let's go to Cole, and then we'll go to Olin.
Terry, this time last year, you got probably the biggest win in program history with the knockoff over Florida. What does it mean to have the win tonight over Alabama, the number 1 team in the country?
It means a lot, but we can't get distracted by just this one game. We still got like 6-7 more games to go, so we got to focus on this week coming up. We got a new test ahead of us, and we got to keep working. The season ain't over, so we got a lot of things we want to accomplish, so we got to keep our heads down, keep going.
Go to left side to Olin from Texags.
Tyree, what was the, for lack of a better way to put it, the frame of mind, if you can speak for your whole team this week, after the 2 losses, but with Alabama coming up, obviously, I don't think, you don't pull off a win like that if you don't think you can do it. But if you could talk about, the conversations going on between you guys and just the overall frame of mind all week.
Well, just like you said, you can't do it if you don't believe it, you know what I'm saying? So the whole week we just, focusing on believing and doing our job, not the ordinary. And Jimbo, is a experienced coach, great head coach. He been working with Samuel Allen for a lot of years. So we just got to follow his plan, his scheme, listen, and then keep doing the work. We got to just keep our head down, keep going.
We're going to go back behind the TV lights to Mike from KAGS.
Yes, sir.
Tyree in the fourth, they put together a couple drives and scored points, but the last drive when they had the ball, you guys came up and stopped them. Was there ever a doubt in your guys' mind that when you guys needed to stop, when the game was on the line, you guys would be able to come up with it?
Well, we knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. We know that they was going to make plays, we was going to make plays, so we just had to keep playing the game, really. That was our mindset. Going back to his question, too, that was our mindset during the whole week. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. We knew it was going to be punches taken and punches delivered, so we just had to keep doing what our scheme, going through our scheme, what our coaches gave to us, and we just had to gut check, just really battle through that and really keep going, not let them in.
And stay on TV row and go to Daryl Bruffett, and then
I got a couple of questions for you. First off, can you talk about how special it was to win this game on Jimbo's birthday?
I didn't even know it was his birthday till just now. Well, that explains a lot about him, but it means a lot. We really wanted to get our confidence back after especially the last 2 weeks, and this is a very good coach team, so we just had to get a little bit of things rolling and get back to the Aggie football team we know we're capable of being.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a secret, but the other question that I have for you is, you guys just seem like defensively you were able to be in the backfield a lot tonight. Is there a way you can explain that? I mean, was it preparation or was it just pure grit and determination?
A lot of it, we do a lot of preparation all the time, of course, but grit and determination a lot too. We wanted to come in, we wanted to make we wanted to make an emphasis on being physical, try to be physical on the front line. So we wanted to just do the best that we can to just out physical them, So it's not an easy challenge, but we had to keep doing it for 4 quarters.
we're going to stay on TV row and go to Jack on the far right.
Yeah, Jack with ABC 25 in Waco. In the second half, it felt like y'all were playing a lot of snaps. Do you feel like y'all were starting to wear down a little? And what were those conversations on the sidelines like to kind of keep the energy going?
We wasn't thinking about that at all. We were just focused on keeping the juice up, like you just said. Guys on the sideline were just hyping each other up. If we made big plays, everybody surrounding the guy who made the play, just being there for each other, all bought in, believing in each other. We can't do it if we don't believe. So we was all just having each other's back out there, really, and kept fighting.
All right, that's all the questions you have.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
To Christy from the Associated Press, and then Travis.
After the tough time you guys have had the past couple of weeks, how much does a win like this tonight mean to you?
Man, it means everything. Just giving us that confidence again, letting us know that we can do whatever we want. It's just we got to believe, and it all starts off in practice. Like our week of practice this week was great, and then we just came in with the mentality that we have to win, and we was believing that throughout the whole game, and I believe it showed.
Let's go to Travis right here in front from the Eagle.
I don't know how much you're in tune with it, but with maybe some of the negativity that's come Zach's way the past couple of weeks when you hear the crowd chanting his name and when you see him coming back in and everyone goes crazy. What does that mean to y'all and what was going through your brain at that moment?
It felt like the whole world was on our side. Like 12th man, you know, they're amazing. That game, the noise, everything, it was just, I appreciate them. So, I mean, it was great. It felt like, it felt amazing.
Let's go to Zach Taylor right here in front.
Nice. You guys were able to break off some big plays tonight. That's kind of been something that's been hard to come by so far this season. So what were you guys doing differently as wide receivers to get more open for Zach?
You know, I guess you can say we really wasn't doing nothing different. You know, we just had to stick to what we've been taught, you know, this whole time. Just plan the next play. Don't worry about what happened the last play. And she was really, I guess you can say we were using our hands. If, you know, that gives you an answer. We were using our hands to go ahead and get open. But, yeah, that's it.
All right, let's go back to TV row. We'll go to Mike and then Joe and Daryl.
Hey, nice. Antonio said these are the types of games that he's always dreamed of playing. And do you feel the same way? And did it kind of live up to the expectations of, hey, playing at Kyle Field, night game, #1 team in the country? Can you kind of talk on that?
I could say after that game, I got a little emotional because it was real personal to me. You know what I'm saying? If you know my story, you know it. And if you don't, well, you don't. But that's definitely a dream game, you know what I'm saying? And for that to be the result, it's amazing. Thank God, really.
Stay in the back. We'll go to Joe and then Daryl.
I know your story.
So,
Anais, just talk a little bit about, you know, the celebration afterwards on the field and then how it carried over and just, you know, with the 12th man and also with your teammates.
yeah, man, you know, the 12th man, they're always giving us a little show, whether they're on our side or against us. But tonight they was definitely with us, and I appreciated them. You know, with them rushing the field, that was crazy. Like, as soon as I turned around, everybody is just right there in my face. And then now after that, you know, just going in the locker room, celebrating with with your brothers, with your coaches, you know, people that you really fight with, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a great feeling.
Daryl Bruffett from KBTX and then Olin.
Nice. I have two, if you don't mind. First off, can you talk about just how crucial it is to build off this next week when you go to Columbia and you're on the road?
Yeah, man. You know, it's always going to be tough going on the road to try to get a win wherever you are in the SEC. So, I mean, definitely this week we prepared very well, and we just have to come back this next week and prepare even better. So, yeah, that's about it.
And then could you talk about how big Jalen played tonight? Because I know that last week he got his first touchdown, and, you know, for a guy that was just so dominating last year, it was kind of a dry spell for him. And then tonight he also comes back and gets a couple of big touchdown catches, just how he's kind of breaking out and the confidence that gives the offense.
Right. You know, Jalen, he's an amazing athlete. Great player, great teammate, somebody that we can count on. Really just his thing was, you know, not even worrying about what's happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? We just got to focus on the moment. And so that's what he was doing. That's what we was doing as a team. He was playing great.
Time for a couple more. We'll go to Olin and then finish with Cole.
Nice. Where can a win like this take you?
You said, where can it take us?
Yeah, where can it, you get a win like this? I'm sure there's a lot more confidence and everything that comes with it as a team and individual. Where can it take you from here?
Well, the plan has never changed. You know, we still want to go to that natty. So we went out. Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Cole here on your far right.
Anais, sometimes you don't always know what to get someone for their birthday. How important was it to get Jimbo Fisher a win on his birthday to help him become the first assistant to beat Nick Saban?
I mean, everything, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the hype that was going on behind it. We wasn't thinking about that, but, like, there was a lot of hype behind this game, you know what I'm saying, before the season even started. And for us to just get this win, you know, it just shows something about him, shows something about us that, you know, we can fight, and we never going back down. So, Merry Christmas.
All right, that's what we got. Appreciate
it.
Question, raise your hand. All right, we'll go to Jenny on the right or left center.
Hi, Antonio. How did it feel to roll the Tide tonight?
It's an amazing feeling. Everybody knew this game was going to be hard fought. It's like one of a lifetime feeling. I don't know. You know, they a great team. Coach Saban, they coached them well over there, and we knew coming to this game that we was going to have to really dig deep and fight, and that's what we did.
Let's go back behind the lights. We got some TV questions. We'll go to Mike.
Antonio, I got two for you. As a kid from St. Louis, are these the type of games you came to Texas A&M to play in?
Of course. Through my whole recruitment, Coach Elko, Coach Fisher, they both told me coming here that we was going to be in big games like this, and this, like, as a kid, this is the game that you dream of playing in, and that, I don't know, I'm lost for words right now.
So it sounds like it lived up to the expectations, the 12th man and everything like that lived up. What was the atmosphere like? I mean, the 12th man sounded like it was on fire tonight.
Oh, yeah, the 12th man came and they showed out tonight. They played a big role on third downs, just being loud, having, you know, just bringing the atmosphere for us, and we needed them tonight, and they came and they pulled their weight tonight.
Stay on TV Road. We'll go Daryl from KBTX.
Antonio, you talked about a once-in-a-lifetime deal. What was it like seeing the kids come out of the stands and celebrate with you guys after the big win on the field at Kyle?
It was different for sure. I've never been a part of a crowd storm. It was a lot of people out there. They showed love to us, just telling us that they was behind us. And we know that we have the 12th man. We know they behind us, and just for them to be there and bring the energy tonight, it showed a lot.
Still behind the lights. Go to Joe.
What was the preparation like leading into this game, knowing that the last 2 weeks you guys didn't really play the way that you're capable of playing, and a lot of people were down on you guys? Did you feel that, and did you want to come out and show out because of that?
Of course, we knew the last 2 weeks that we didn't play to our best ability. We took this week as an opportunity, and that was the word of the week. We kept saying this is an opportunity game. With opportunity, you can do two things. You can either attack them, or you can just let them go. And tonight we attacked them.
Go left side to Olin Buchanan.
Hi, Antonio. As a defensive guy, I wonder how much time did you start watching Zach play, and what was, did you have the feeling like a lot of us did, like, where's this all coming from? Or, your reaction when you got a chance to sit back on the sideline and watch Zach doing the things he did today?
During the whole spring, fall, Zach played well. We had no doubt in Zach. We never had doubt in Zach. Being in the position he was a little nervous, but tonight he showed his true potential. He showed everyone what he can do, and we all knew what Zach was capable of, and he just showed it tonight.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go to Alex on your far right, and then Cole.
Hey, Antonio, you guys won the turnover battle tonight. How big were those two in the first half, especially Damani's interception in the end zone?
Damani he had a clutch interception, but we've been behind the 8 ball on turnovers this year, and we've been really preaching about getting turnovers. And tonight I think we had two turnovers, and in order to win big games like this, you have to create turnovers, and that's what we did tonight.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Cole.
Antonio, Jimbo was kind of talking about how you got to prepare starting next week for Missouri, starting on Monday. But how do you keep this momentum? How do you keep this anguish? And more importantly, how do you keep this confidence going into the remainder of the season?
You just attack each week how we attack this one. We knew that they was going to be a hard team, and the preparation and for practice and going into the game, we was highly prepared. We had a mentality and that's what we went with. So, like Coach said, like enjoy the win tonight, but tomorrow, Monday, it's on to the next week. We got another test in front of us.
You're all done. Good job. Thanks.
Thank you.